Frozen is back, baby. What is going on? And welcome back to the Cozy Club, my friends. You guys seem to love the mechanics in the team raid guide videos to the Siege on Olympus Raid. Whether it's Sheer Evil, the huge Ian damage team, we've got Machine Gun Hades and Slap Zone. Well, we've got another Frozen favorite today, just in time for the holiday season. My friends, the Frozen trio in the Frozen faction is such a great free-to-play option for the Siege on Olympus Raid, no matter what Titan and no matter what tier you are taking on. Now, we're going to teach you guys exactly why there's such an impactful team for the Siege on Olympus Raid, whether it's the Rock, Wind, or Lava Titan, and why you can combine these free-to-play favorites with other free-to-play characters to net you guys some really great scores from like 350,000 all the way up to about 600,000, and you can get easy empowered on the Titan. Now, Cozy Club, how we're going to achieve that is first teaching you guys the synergy that the Frozen trio and the Frozen faction share and why it's so good against all the Titans. And then second, we're going to look at the mechanics in the team builds and walk you guys through my battle attempts live so you guys know exactly what's going on. And, you know, I see this a lot. People see screenshots of some decent damage and they're like, I'm going to throw my team together and get the same damage score. However, within the raids, especially in DSA, guys, it's not about using the right characters. It's about knowing the method to the madness. How do you achieve the scores? Through the ability, through the strategy of the characters that you are currently using. So with all that being said, my friends, let's start this journey. Let's hop into the Frozen team and teach you guys everything you need to know. But before we jump into that, if you have not joined one of our amazing communities, and if you want to join and get more of the hype, more of the Cozy Club, more of the vibes, feel free to join one of our amazing communities, guys. We've got an awesome Discord community. I stream every single week on Twitch. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays are my usual days if you want to catch me live and have a great time all together. And then lastly, if you can't get enough and you want, you know, more DSA guides, more quick tidbits, and see stuff before the videos are released, and more on my in real life, just San Diego living, feel free to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. We do DSA giveaways. We do a lot there. So, you know, link in the description. We'll put it on screen, all that good stuff. Let's go ahead. Let's go full screen and take a look at the Frozen synergy. We've got Elsa, Olaf, Anna, Sven, and Kristoff. Now, Sven and Kristoff, you know, you probably use them on the Forbidden Depths pre, you know, the destruction of the Sven team. And Kristoff, you probably haven't used him much, but he does have some good synergy. Now, these five together could do pretty solid for the Rock Titan. You know, if you put them all together and just use their base synergy, they're going to do well on the Rock Titan. You've got yourself a solid taunt, plenty of buffs, and enough damage output to get the job done. But everybody is starting to know that team a little bit, so let's talk about some teams you didn't know and some synergies relying just on the power three, being Elsa, Anna, and Olaf, and the synergies that they share alone. Now, why are they so good as an just, you know, a trio, and you can plug in other characters around them? Well, first and foremost, you've got an incredible amount of synergy with a Sorcerer's Chosen being on the team. On top of that, great offense output who can survive well past Empowered, being Elsa, and Anna being one of the best supports. Now, let's talk about what makes them function as a unit and why they're so solid altogether. Let's go ahead and start out with the offense powerhouse and legendary in Elsa. Now, Elsa is going to be the damage dealer of this group, and single-handedly, you guys are going to see she has enough offense behind her to pump out some crazy damage. Now, all of her basic and her show yourself, both of these are going to scale depending on the helpful effects that she has, which a lot of these teams are going to be built about giving Elsa more and more helpful effects. But on top of that, she's got a great silent that can hit not only the target, but adjacent opponents when empowered. She's got a way to survive, you know, when the Titan gets empowered, and you're going to have this empowered on empowered matchup, and you're going to win it 9 times out of 10. Now, the bridge is a great passive, and also obviously glacial armor is going to help in your overall survivability. Now, why is she great? Now, the damage just in the basic and show yourself alone is good enough to pump out good damage, and the silence is going to be key for both the Twisters and for the Ice Titan. Now, looking at Anna, why is she great? Well, on her basic, she calls one of the Frozen favorites to assist that are going to have an offense up opportunity that's going to stack majorly for Elsa. On top of that, if you get hit, Elsa has a 25% chance to counter for Anna. That's going to start to stack up as well. But her abilities is what truly makes her shine. Now, First of all, you've got yourself Some Things Never Change. You guys already know the song and dance. It's got a big time cooldown reduction, a big time turn meter increase. But on top of that, guys, you're going to be giving more turn meter based on the helpful effects, which Olaf is going to play a big part into that. You're going to be able to grant haste. And my gosh, the magic reduction when paired with the right characters is going to be clutch for a lot of different teams. Now, a lot of people don't think that you can use This Is the Way, guys, but it has a big time offense down to throw on the Titans, as well as when you land tactics on Ana, she can decrease speed meter by 20%. No chump change when combining that with Olaf. And then the leadership she has naturally is really great. If you do use an Ana lead, she's going to be able to be healing them a lot with kind of that continuous healing and defense up stacking. But on top of that, each and every time Elsa is going to be dropped below that health threshold, she's going to be able to get 30% turn meter, which you can heal her back up and do it again and again. Really solid stuff here. Now, looking at Olaf, you've got what puts it all together, right? You've got an amazing Sorcerer's Chosen that is going to pair perfectly with the Frozen faction. Now, why is he so good? Well, his basic 20% turn meter off the top, no problem. The Leaf is going to be extending helpful effects by 1 on Elsa. That's going to be our main strategy, stacking those helpfuls to stack up the damage on Elsa's basic and show yourself. You're going to have that 20% reduction on the basic, a lot of continuous healings and buffs all over the place. That's going to really work well with a couple leads like Triton and Ana. And then on top of that, giving them harmful effect immunity to resist all of those harmful effects that are raining down from the raid bosses. His charm is great at giving just, over and over continuous damage. And then he can never die unless instantly defeated within the raids, which is definitely a super big plus for overall survivability and distraction, taking a lot of the heat and the aggro from the Titan on himself without caring, right? Olaf doesn't care if he dies, man. He is somebody's worth melting for, and it's your raid team every single time. Now, let's go ahead. Let's bring you guys into the raid. I'm going to show you guys how the synergy that you just learned, combined with some other free-to-play characters, is going to give you some powerful options when going up against the Titans. Let's jump in first against the Tornado Titan. Alrighty, Cozy Club. Well, we've got ourselves our first attempt of the day, and we're going to be going against the Tornado Titan. Now, a lot of people struggle with the Tornado Titan in general. He can be, one of the tougher ones for people with more free-to-play teams. But let's go ahead and teach you guys what you need to know about the team we're using today. So, first and foremost, guys, you guys are looking at Olaf, Ana, and Elsa, the Frozen Trio, plus 2 free-to-play options. Now, Esmeralda and Quasimodo, great free-to-play options for several reasons. They're going to help you in the Ascension campaign massively, but also they're a very strong duo, kind of like Beast and Belle, that not a lot of people know about. So let's break down quickly, while you guys are watching this, what is everybody's responsibility, right? Quasimodo, just like PvP, this man is here to cause the distraction. He's going to try to soak up as much damage as possible. And with him being on the battlefield, you're going to get a lot of harmful immunity, evasions, and overall survivability for Esmeralda, which is the main, kind of ringleader, the plug-and-play queen, if you will, of all of the raids. She is so dang good against the Twisters, guys. Definitely Belle, Beast, Esmeralda. These are the characters you want to have separated on your tornado runs, but we've got them two there for that. Esmeralda is there to take down the Twister with her Feast of Fools ability and to get Jolly out there right away. You guys are about to see Jolly come out on the battlefield. He's there to take the hits and assist the other Kingdom heroes, which we've got Ana in there that is going to call assist for Elsa and for Jolly. We've got Esmeralda and Quasi both as those Kingdom heroes, and we're all about getting Elsa here as many helpful effects as possible, and we're just going to pump them out and get the damage flowing. On top of that, once we've used that Feast of Fools, you guys are going to see here shortly that we're going to have her Force of Nature, that horse, right? That horse, or tornado, depending if you have the skin, is going to hit the Titan and put silence on the adjacent opponents once Elsa's empowered. So you have Esmeralda to kind of get you to Elsa being empowered, and then you're going to be able to use Elsa to take care of the rest. So let's go ahead and watch this run and see how this goes. So as you guys can see, we're just going to build and bully the Titan for these first couple of turns. Let's get Jolly out there turn 1 to maybe potential dish out some extra damage or deal extra damage. And now we're going to be feeding the buffs over to Elsa. All right, so here we go. As you guys can see, Jolly taking that first hit, super advantageous. And we're going to put a taunt up with Quasi so that he can start taking the hits. Now, you guys can see Esmeralda, she's got her stealth and evasion to start the battle, good to go. And then you've got the protection, that meaning Quasimodo will be taking the hits from these twisters if we were unable to kill any of them. Now, Esmeralda, she's the absolute GOAT outside of Jolly when it comes to getting rid of the twisters, so that won't be a problem. And as you see, we're just extending these helpful effects on Elsa to get her as great as possible. And there we have it. Esmeralda, Feast of Fools, gets rid of twisters like no problem. And after that full turn, this guy's taking 2 turns. We have Jolly with missing a little bit of health. And then we've got Quasimodo with 1 tick of health. This is what you want to look like. And this is optimal survivability here. No twisters. This guy's got nothing in sight. And we are 1 away from empowered Elsa. Now, you guys will see I'm about to use Elsa. I like to use Show Yourself because it rushes empowered a little bit quicker. And that's the whole game and point of this run. However, I believe, just use the basic here. So here we go. I could have used the Show Yourself. Go with the basic. That's fine. We're dishing out damage. We're using Olaf's second ability to spread those continuous healings out to get more buffs on Elsa. And at this point, we don't need to cleanse. We just need to keep the train going. And so we're getting Jolly out there as much as possible. And now it's all out. How much damage can we deal with the Snow Queen legendary Elsa, right? So this is all out attack mode now. Our Elsa's empowered and it's time to dish out the damage, right? So here we go. We're going to keep on dishing it out on the Titan himself. Sorry, excuse me. And we're going to get the assist flowing with Anna and with Jolly and with Elsa. Here we go. So you guys just saw that right there. We're going to rewind just a second here. This is why Force of Nature is so dang good. You get the 2 silences on both these twisters. By this point, the best part about this team is Olaf and Quasi are expendable. Olaf can't die, right? He just keeps reviving himself. And Quasi, we don't really even need him there, for being honest, right? So we've got only 2 twisters to worry about. And if he attacks Elsa, she'll survive. Olaf, as you can see there, he's fine. And then we've got Quasimodo, who's going to take the damage just fine. Now, again, Quasi gains protects when others lose health. So Olaf taking some heat is perfect for Quasi. He's going to keep on kind of getting those protections and calling for distractions. And at this point, we're just going to rain on hell. Now, if I did have the headless on this run, I ended up not even keeping this run. This was in my testing that I did. You know, I take in teams over and over. So feel free, comment down below if you want me to try out a team or if you guys are curious on how a team would work. But at this point, guys, we're dishing down heavy damage with Elsa, trying to hit that empower stage. And you guys are going to see, I could have used Feast of Fools to lower the turn meter. It's all about saving the right abilities. So we lost Quasimodo. Oh God, we'll be fine, right? And at this point, we've got Headless to get rid of the twisters, but we also have Elsa's horse, and then we also have Feast of Fools. So we're set up to get rid of these twisters no matter what happens. So at this point, I decided it's the smarter thing to save my abilities and just go all out with the Elsa here and just start just blowing them up as much as possible. I got rid of all the twisters because of the immense damage from Show Yourself. You probably won't do that on yours, but it's not a big deal. You'll be able to survive. We hang on yet again to Feast of Fools a little bit more, right? Till those twisters come back around. And now we're about to hit empowered. We're about to hit here, I think, right here in just a second. Twisters are going to come up on the field. And at this point, we're good to go. Elsa's going to trigger this bad boy. There we go. 19,000 across the board. And this is what separates decent runs from solid runs. How long can you last past empowered? Ian triggers all those continuous damage hits. He goes past empowered, gets the damage beforehand. Hercules, a little bit of damage during empowerment. But Elsa is what is going to be so legit here. Check this out. Watch how much damage we can keep on doing with Elsa, right? At this point, it's about giving yourself as much turns as possible. Esmeralda getting the twisters going and turning on each other like they're mad at each other. And then this guy has it out for Olaf, and we're good to go. We can just dump out the damage with the Ice Queen, guys. Didn't save the run. This is definitely a 500,000 plus tornado wind run using nobody crazy. Nobody crazy. That's the big important piece here. We're separating our best characters. You guys going to see the Lava Titan where we kind of separate Slap Zone a little bit. And that's going to be the end of the run before I forfeit. But we got empowered. We have plenty of health. She could have gone down again. Esmeralda has 2 evasions. Could have kept alive again. I should have kept this run, but it was too early in my testing. Overall, though, super solid team. Nothing crazy mechanically. It's just about saving the right abilities. Let's take you guys to yet another team and show you how this other one works but you can only run it when the Wind Titan is down. Let's go. Next up, we've got ourselves another team. Now, if you guys have been paying attention to my Twitch streams, I've been talking about how Slap Zone is absolutely amazing. And against the Rock Titan, it's a no-brainer. But what if we separated some of the powerhouses of the raid? And that's why I've been putting Frozone with the Oceanics, and so that Moana and Frozone still have that synergy, but you're not using Triton's amazing leadership with those characters and trying to, utilize that leadership with other characters. Now, this is a run and this is a team, not only myself, but I've recommended to other people within my club to run, and they're doing it with high success. Now, this is going to be the Triton Frozen Mickey team. Now, don't worry, if you don't have Mickey Mouse, he's mainly here for the healing that he provides. If you guys don't know, every single time that someone is healed on Triton's team within the raids, you're going to get 10% bonus speed meters. So, quick disclaimer, you have to run this team after taking down the Tornado Titan. Do not run this team beforehand. You can run slap zones and things like that before you get to that. But once you can kill that Tornado Titan, and once the speed meter is going and flowing through the team, you're going to see exactly how we abuse it like crazy to get some amazing runs. And this is one I do finish, right? So here we go. We're going to go ahead and use Triton. The name of the game with this is kind of the same as Slap Zone. We're going to be healing up as much as we plausibly can to get bonus turns going like crazy, have Elsa in the assist spot for Triton, and then have Olaf here to throw the snowballs and just reduce this turn meter down to nothing. On top of that, we have Mickey Mouse for his amazing Disneyland Forever, which is going to go ahead and give everyone a huge speed boost each and every time that fires away, along with his assist calling on every ability. And as you guys know, on Elsa, the synergy is already there. So same strategy as last time. We're going to be feeding buffs over to Elsa as much as possible, trying to rush her to Empowered. Now, there's no twisters to worry about with this run. Instead, we're just going to be dishing out crazy amounts of damage as fast as possible, right? So here we go. We're throwing it out. The Lava Titan's kind of picking and choosing who he wants to go after. And we've got ourselves Disneyland Forever because of Anna's special ability of lowering the cooldowns. So watch these turn meter bars go all the way up to the top. And now we really start to get things going. We're going to spread these helpful effects all over because we're against the Lava Titan, who is not great against those helpfuls. We've got the Cauldron going. That's helping us out a ton. And at this point, guys, we're just going to be calling assist all of the time with Mickey, with Triton, and with Anna, getting Elsa to kind of be a machine gun Elsa, if you will, right? So here we go. Yet again, we're going to give and extend all the helpful effects on Elsa. And you guys are going to just see. You're going to see the craziness of Disneyland Forever coming up yet again. All that turn meter coming yet again. And at this point, we know that the Titan is about to be enraged extremely fast, right? Like, he's just about to be enraged. And so we're trying to get as much damage going and building up Elsa to the best of our ability. And here we go, guys. We're going to continue, throw down the offense down, the speed meter reduction, and one last mass assist. And there you go. Empowered Titan, great raid run, but we can make it even better. So we're going to continue to soup up Elsa as best as possible and just nuke down the basic attacks that scale with the more helpful effects. And at this point, we want him to kill Mickey, which he does successfully, giving us turn meter like crazy. Because as you guys know, once this guy's empowered, right? Once he's empowered, you're not going to be able to slow him down. You have to speed your team up, which is why Mickey Mouse works perfectly. If you don't have Mickey, Ariel is a great choice in there. Baymax can get some good healing from time to time. You want to find characters that can pump out incredibly fast healing to get the turn meter flowing really well. So here we go. We got Sugar Rush to stack up even more damage. And at this point, I'm just hoping he doesn't kill me, right? We're just dumping down the damage like crazy. And we're having the assists. We're having Elsa with the show yourselves here. You'd be surprised how much damage you can get accomplished. Now, just like all runs, once you know he is empowered, he's going to get rid of your team pretty quickly with all that damage. But not before you can really punch him right in the throat. I mean, Elsa is living complete rent-free in this Lava Titan's head, man. He is having bad nightmares about Elsa and what she can do to him. Guys, double back 16,000 from Show Yourself, and here you go. This is kind of the end. Ignore the pop-up of the Vikings statement there mid-shot. But you guys can see we get about, I believe, 550,000 from this run. Really respectable with the characters that we used in our SC only being Olaf. This is, and there's my screenshot, this is a must-run team. Without question, 400,000 damage with Elsa. Great damage across the board with these characters. 535 and an overall really good run. You can use this on the Ice Titan, you can use this on the Lava Titan or the Rock Titan, as long as the Tornado Titan is down. This is a must-run team with great results each and every time. So there you have it, Cozy Club. Those are going to be our 2 attempts that we walked y'all through. Again, let me know down in the comments below, does it help when I walk through my raid attempts with you guys? My goal, my mission is to keep on finding free-to-play teams because every roster is different, right? And so I want to make as many teams as possible to help you guys out. I don't know if you guys like it unless you comment and like the video down below. If you haven't already, my friends, clicking that red subscribe button, I can't tell you what that does for me as a content creator and those that want to support extra and help achieve the dream of the Cozy Club here. You guys can join the Patreon community. Again, follow on Twitter and Instagram or on Discord. I stream every single week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on Twitch. I will see you guys there. And until next time, stay cozy, my friends.